We're talking about the latest story regarding Jeremy Corbyn, because Jeremy Corbyn was at a meeting, a Palestinian meeting, again, this is from 2013, in which, well, he says he was referring to certain, what he described as British Zionists who are basically berating a Palestinian for his views and saying that they didn't have an English sense of irony, even though they'd lived here. But many people of the Jewish faith are getting very upset about that because they feel that what he's doing is tarnishing all Jews who live in this country in the same way, and therein we have a problem. But it's part of a larger debate because Corbyn has got form on this. You know, he doesn't seem to confront every individual action and merely blames the press for being fake. Martin has got in touch with us. He's not just Martin from Redbridge. He's the deputy from the Board of Deputies for British Jews, which acts as a board of spokespeople for the Jewish people. So, as any spokesperson could be, Martin, what's your view of this latest incident?
Shabbat Shalom, Ian.
Hello.
I'm not actually speaking on behalf of the board because that's the president's job or the vice president's job. But I am a deputy on the board of deputies. And you posed a question earlier, who actually does speak for the Jews? Well, there are a few bodies. First of all, you've got the board of deputies, which I'm proud to be a deputy of, which is made up across the community from all parts of it. And it's been in existence for over 300 years. You have the extreme, if not extreme, but the left-wing Jews, if you like, from the liberal and the reform and the progressive movements, all the way through to the orthodoxy Jews. And that Board of Deputies represents a cross-communal voice. And as you know, if you've got more than two Jews in a room, you've got three opinions. but they represent our voice. Now, in tandem with that, you've got the Jewish Leadership Council. You've probably seen Simon Johnson and Johnny Goldstein.
I know Simon,
as well. Right, Simon's a very good chap, spoke very well, like Marie has done. They are an umbrella group for all of the Jewish movements, which include everything from the Zionist Federation.
And are you all united in your belief about Jeremy Corbyn?
We are all 100% united. Now, there's a problem because there is a minority, a fringe minority, that are very vocal. The chap Rosenhead that you had on before is one of those fringe minorities.
So he is a minority. He's pro-Jeremy Corbyn. He thinks this is a fuss about nothing.
Well, yes. In Gunson, as we say in Yiddish, in total, there's with them and the Jewish Voice of Labour, which is a Corbyn set-up organisation, they number only about 300.
All right, well, let me ask you the question that I've asked a lot of people that came on. You know, as a spokesperson, if there ever is, for people of the Jewish faith. In 2016, he said, you know, I'm not against Israel having the right to exist. I support the right of the State of Israel to exist under the agreement of the original borders of 1948. Do you not believe him?
I'm so glad you asked me that question. I am delighted you asked me that question. Jeremy Corbyn is a man who sticks to his principles. Can't take that away from him. He is patron of the Palestinian Solidarity Campaign.
Right.
Now, the PSC's logo shows the state of Palestine excluding Israel. Their mantra and their tagline and the chant that you hear them sing at every meeting is from the river to the sea.
So you're saying they basically, he is associating with people who literally don't want Israel to exist at all?
Time and time again, Ian. Time and time again.
He has said on many occasions he believes in the two-state solution. Again, do you not believe him?
I don't. Words have been very easy for this man to say, but actual actions have been impossible. He hasn't done that. And one other thing that I'd like to
go, because this is a good call. I'm getting the sense of what this is really all about now.
Okay. Earlier, you referred to, you were speaking to some chap, and he said, no, he wasn't referring to you Jews. Well, we all know he was. He was referring, you said, to the extremist Zionists.
In the room.
So are Zionists now extremists?
No. He was no, Martin.
Okay.
What he was saying, again, I'm not defending him. He said, the Labour Party said, John McDonnell has said that he was referring to those people who were in the original meeting in the Houses of Parliament when the Palestinian speaker was speaking. They kept quiet, they berated him. He says they need a lesson in history, they need a lesson in English irony. Those people in the room and people like him. Not all Jews who happen to live in Britain.
No, but for him to say those things is shocking.
Well, that's his problem, isn't it? The language, even who uses the word Zionism in this day and age? Seriously.
Well, can I ask you something? Well, do you actually know what Zionism is?
I have looked up the definition, and it's a belief in the right of Israel to exist and to form its own future, or the words to that effect. Self-determination. Thank you, producer.
Good producer. It's all right for Jews to have a land where they've got their self-determination.
Correct.
Now, what's happened is the left over the last number of years, and I don't know how many, have made it their mission to turn the word Zionist into a filthy word.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it is great to refer to Jews as Zionists because it is regarded as those on the extreme left.
It's a pejorative term now. It's got far more meaning than it should ever be. I'm really running out of time, Martin. But let's nail this down, because this is kind of for the first time I'm getting a fix on why people like yourself find him so just so difficult to listen to. You believe he literally doesn't want Israel to exist?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to leave it there because that's simple. And are there people like Martin who believe that? 03